everyone. Nobody has joined yet. My name is Rose Correa. I am Potentials with Rose, working with true potentials, helping guide people to their true potentials. I'm here with the Luvcoach Bruce Starr.
Hello, everybody.
I'm going to be interviewing him and probably answering some questions for people who decide to join in. So let's see here. Going to actually start adding people right now and sharing. Okay, so let's see here. So Bruce, I'm going to go ahead and start asking you some questions in just a few minutes here.
Thank you. Tell me a little bit about your show while you're doing that.
Okay, so I don't have a show.
Okay.
I have a business called True Potentials that I hope to turn into a network for people. But I do think that this is a great opportunity to be interviewing you. You're a very spiritual person. You're a love coach. And you're the owner of Bruce Starr Productions and also a radio host. Very, very good one as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So I'm going to be asking you some questions from a spiritual standpoint and also as a single mother, a millennial person. It's good to get the perspectives, your perspective, all kinds of perspectives actually.
Tell us exactly what a millennial is.
So a millennial is anybody that is born 1985 or after. So basically, we are young adults or children, I think, that have been brought up during the technology era. Okay. So instead of going outside and beating each other up and doing all this fun play stuff, we're behind computers talking to each other.
Okay, that's a great explanation. Thank
you. So this is, this is a very unscripted sort of interview. I'm going to be using my intuition a lot with you.
Oh, I like that,
Bruce. Yeah, I'm all about authenticity. I don't like to play to the crowd. I'm not really well versed in anything, not even broadcasting. In fact, I am just a very kind of straightforward, sometimes I'm kind of a loudmouth. Actually, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes, well, I've had my moments.
Okay.
I totally have. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to share to my favorite dating group as well, and then I'm going to go ahead and get started with you here.
It doesn't give you the opportunity to invite people, which it does on mine for some reason.
Okay. Well, let's see here.
People starting to come in.
Oh yeah, we have 3 viewers.
Hey, say hello if you like in the comment, and let's see who's listening while Rose invites more people. We did a great show last night.
We did. We had some good callers too.
Yeah, great calls, and almost 300 people were at one time or another were watching the show on live streaming alone on Facebook. Pretty cool. Hannah's here. Hannah's joined.
Hi, Hannah. I'm interviewing the Love Coach today, Bruce Starr. Okay, so I'm going to get started with you in just 1 second here, Bruce.
Okay.
I just want to do a few more techie things.
I wouldn't expect anything less from a millennium.
Yeah.
It was very enlightening to get your point of view last night on the show. Hi, Hannah. She's saying hello. By the way, Hannah, if you have a question you want to ask, this will be a great time to do it. Hello, Matt. Thanks for joining us. I'm sort of doing the hosting just for about 30 seconds more while Rose contacts you all as you come into the room. Should be an interesting interview. I think that I love what what you're saying is that really I can't necessarily talk too highly from a spiritual point of view on my show. I'm not prepared to, I don't want to leave out anybody by being too spiritual. So this
Right.
will give me a wonderful opportunity. 8 people are now watching.
Yeah.
This will give me a wonderful opportunity to really come from where I'm coming from
Mhm.
in relationships. So I'm really happy that you invited me on your show.
Okay. So one more thing. All right. So also, if anybody has a question about dating or love, Bruce Starr is a love coach, so feel free to comment as we're talking. I'm sure that I will go ahead and take moments to look there.
Yeah, I mean, so many people are just stuck in relationship or lack of them. They're alone. They don't know how to get off the spinning wheel that they're on with the internet dating.
Mhm.
And a lot of people are really stuck on that internet dating wheel, and they can't get off. They can't figure out how to get off, why should I get off? Look at all the pictures I get to look at.
Yeah.
You had an incredible point last night on the show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'd rather you say it than me, because I think it's super impersonal
Mm-hmm.
to just go by someone's picture.
Looks alone.
I mean,
Yep.
When I was growing up, if men or people were accused of doing that, that was like the worst
Yeah.
insult.
Like
That was like saying, you're really surfacey. You're really what's
shallow.
with you? When are you going to grow up?
Yeah.
But now it's okay for everyone to do it.
Mm-hmm. And then people also kind of think like, well, I can have whatever I want, because everything's so accessible. Now, I'm going to get started on you though, Bruce. My first question for you, Bruce, is why and how did you get started as a love coach?
Oh, I love that question.
Because I'm so, even as a psychic medium, when people come to me about questions regarding their love life, I'm like, obviously I can use my intuition, I can use my third eye to see into the future, to see what's going on there. However, as far as love advice goes, all I can teach people is how to love themselves, because I have not successfully engaged in a really good partnership yet. So how did you get started?
Very practical and very down to earth reason.
Okay.
I remember I was about 25.
Okay.
And I was living in Boston.
Wow.
Boston has 125 colleges and universities, which means that every September, tens of thousands of new women that came to Boston. And as you got a little bit older and got a little more comfortable with being in school, like a sophomore, middle or junior, whatever it was, you realized that this was a fun place to go to school.
Mm-hmm.
And I dated a lot. And what happened was I wasn't understanding that some of the girls that I really wanted to go out with weren't that interested in me. I didn't know why. Because I can be a very energetic. When I like you, you know it.
But your Venus is in Aries.
Yes.
So if anybody has Venus in Aries, you are going to go after what you want.
You're uncovering me already, Rose. Okay, so that's right. I mean, very few people would have. Yeah.
You are the initiator. Also, if you don't want to be an initiator, ask somebody where their Venus is. If they have Venus in a fire sign, they're going to take the lead.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's wonderful information.
So you weren't understanding why people were...
Well, the ones that I really wanted to be with weren't that interested in me. And the ones that I really weren't that interested, I couldn't shake them. It's like they kind of almost like took it as a challenge or excited about trying to win me over. And if I don't want to be with them, I don't want to be. I want to move on to someone I might want to be with.
Yeah.
That really confused the heck out of me. And I said to myself, I want to learn more about people. Mm-hmm. I want to learn what turns them on and what turns them off.
To help you out with the ladies.
To help me out with the ladies. Just as simple as that, very basic. And because I felt that I was missing out. And even though I was having lots of relationships, they weren't really happening for me. Hey, there's Dustin, our buddy Dustin from Dallas. What's up? What's up, Dustin? Yeah, baby. So what I did was, the funny thing is, I I was reading the astrological newspapers, columns.
Okay.
And I happened to have been down here in Florida, and I was reading this guy named Sidney Omar.
Okay.
He's an old timer.
No idea. Okay.
Old timer.
Okay.
But for some reason, for a couple of weeks, everything that was going on that day, I come home that day and he'd say, "This is what happened." I go, "What the hell is this?" And when I got back up to New England where I lived, went to school in Boston at Northeastern University, I said, "I want a reading with this Sidney Omar."
Okay.
I called the New England Astrological Society, and they said, "Well, where do you live?" I said, "Watertown." They said, "Watertown, the president of the New England Astrological Society lives in Watertown."
Wow.
Not only did she live in Watertown, she lived down the block from me.
Oh, God, that's so lucky.
And we became great friends. She became a wonderful teacher. As a matter of fact, I might have her on the show sometime. I found her a year ago.
Okay.
We did a radio show together. She's still doing her thing up in Boston. Jane Graham, I'll give you a shout out, hello. And from that moment on, she started teaching me astrology and started teaching me about my chart and helped me understand what was going on.
Yeah.